All right, guys, welcome back to the Imaxit YouTube channel. I'm your host, JD. If you're new, please do smash that like button, share, and definitely subscribe. For the persons that have been members, keep on doing that great work. We really and truly appreciate it. So, as you saw by the title, we're going to be focusing on Jamaica versus St. Kitts, but obviously we have to give you all the things that's connected to this actual game as well. So where Jamaica could end up with whatever results, players updates, teams of the week, other results that impacts everything. So you know when you come here, you always keep in check as what to happen. All right, so let me make sure to give some people some big up. Let me know if you're hearing me well. Very much important. And we are trying to sort out the press conference situation as well. Dean Fraser, big up yourself. Kurt Steele, massive respect. Jam Rock, and then we have our brother Jay Saguna in the building. So make sure to smash the like button. Yes, man, I know people always remember. Joseph Brown, big up yourself. Young Kings Entertainment, big up yourself. Dark Beskar, how you doing? And we have Damian Williams with Float Management in the building. Yeah, man, thanks everyone for coming in. Yes, so we are going to look at the starting 11. We are going to look at what should be the ambition going forward, all right, based on previous statements coming from the actual coach, all right. And when we have something that we wanted to give you from day one, all right. So we had team of round one, so round one, team of the week, starting 11. We wanted to give you that, all right. And you should have round two conclude at certain point, so we will give you that as well, how much Jamaicans made that one. So this is round one that we have E Davis, we have Clementia that finished first, 8.7 in goal. We had E Davis as from Panama at left back. We have Damian Lowe as left-sided center back. We have Palolo at the right-sided centre back, and we have A Jones from Trinidad. That's for week one. For week one, guys. Then in midfield we have Aksha had 2 assists against St. Kitts, so obviously he needed to be there. We have Chavez from Mexico, a quality display in that one. And then we had Luis Roma. Luis Roma had 2 goals in the first game against Honduras, in which they won 4. So that's why. Then up front we have Cavallini from Canada, made the left wide forward. You have Jesus Ferreira from United States that made the forward line, and Basinas from Panama made the actual final forward. Let me know who missed out from week one. Let me know who missed out from week one, because that is very much important. We don't have no Mikel Antonio, no Damari Gray made week one. We only had Damian Lowe, statistical wise, made the actual first team of the week. Let me know if you would have put anyone else. Damari Gray had assists. He never played the best, but he was one of Jamaica's best players. Mikel Antonio never got much ball. So really and truly, I think the only Damian Lowe and Andre Blake. But obviously Andre Blake couldn't make it over Clementia, because Clementia got a 8.7 to make it this far. So I don't see him making it over Clementia right here. I think it is justified. Only one Jamaican made it for week one. I am expecting a lot of Jamaicans to make week two. A lot more Americans, because only one American, which is Jesus Ferreira, made it for that, and only one Canadian. I think this week we'll have more Americans, we'll have more Jamaicans, because Jamaica defeated Trinidad 4-1. So you're going to see a few of the Jamaicans in it, and Ferreira will be in it again. You have one more American. I can be assured that he's going to be in it as well. So a lot of them will make week two. So I expect at least 3 Jamaicans to be in week 2, at least. That's what I am expecting. I don't know about you. All right. So we have Kevin Jones, bless yourself. Dean Fraser said, remember to mash up like money. Yes, man. Once you guys come in and like, it just naturally works, All right. Dwayne says, if Jamaica finish first in their group and win their quarterfinal, who likely team them would play? It's Mexico. Mexico doing Shirley. Mexico is the likely one. We are gonna go through that, man. That's how we don't rush the show, You understand me? Maislin, how you doing, man? Hope all is well, man. Says greetings, the real analytical boss. Keep up the good work. Yes, man. Thanks every time, man. Massive, massive respect. Lee Young said Cavallini is garbage. I would not say that because I think if he was playing for Jamaica, he would have gotten a game because we have other players that I think he's better than. And so he's not garbage then, basically. Um, just said Clementia made 8 saves and a penalty was once one save. He was unbelievable. So that means Jamaica never got cheated out of nothing, and it was fair for one Jamaican to make it out of the USA game, and one American as well. So and 2 Mexicans, and I think Mexico will have a few more in it as well. I think week two people will be the toughest one to pick because Mexico won against Haiti. That was a good display against a strong team. Jamaica won against Trinidad. That was a good display. And United States score a whole heap of goal against a poorer team. But you have man that had 4 goals contribution. He has to be on it. You understand me? And Panama will have players in because Panama won their game as well. We have my chan, JD keeping it real. Yeah, man, we always do our thing, man. We're honest people, and we always live by that. Osh Puppy said, big up yourself. Then we have Pagan in the building. Dima J says, maybe Bailey missed that. Bailey in what game? Dima, week 1, Bailey was the worst player for Jamaica. So, Bailey could make week 1. Demo, something is wrong with Demo, guys. Something is wrong. Bailey was the worst player in week 1, guys. You get me? He was the worst statistical player on the field, like the rating wise and every site. So he's the only player could make it. The only 3 players I thought could have made it was Andre Blake, Damian Lowe, or Damari Gray in the first game. In the first game, yes. Okay. You put one before. Okay. Oh, week 2. Okay. Sorry, Demo. I missed it. I thought they meant week 1. Sorry. Father mine, my mistake. Sorry, I thought they meant that one because that wouldn't be right. Father mine that says up JD, bless up. Peeps in the chat. Canada will top the group. Well, they have to win their matches. Big names don't work. You being a big team in the Concacaf region, you have to go there and do your job. All right. Come on, JD. Cavallina could never make the Jamaica. No, Cavallina could make the Jamaica team. I don't think Corberk is better than Cavallina. I don't think Paris is better than Cavallini. I don't think Richards is better than him. So he has 3 spots to get over. And I don't even think Shamar is better than him as well at this form. So 4 players I don't think is better than him at this point. Lee Young. Yeah, Richards could have made it in because he's younger. So you could still give him his young spot as a young player. But the rest of them, they are not better than him. So I think he could have he could have made it in over all of those guys. You get me? But if you look at Mikel Antonio, Leon Bailey, Damari Gray, then you could say yes, he's not going to make it in the starting 11. He's not going to make it in the starting 11. Maybe that was the conversation you were trying to lead to. But yeah, I totally understand that. Totally understand that, guys. Yeah, but and let we get into it because we are here chopping it up and we have not gone everywhere. Shaman Nicholson is better. You're talking rubbish. Okay. Say what you want to say, all right? And the way you address things tells me who you are. All right. As I've said, he could get in the Jamaican team just the same. All right. Yes. Let me share this. Yep. Let me get into the actual facts. So that is week one. Let me move on to the rest of the things, guys. Let me move on to the rest of the things. Bless up. Respectfully disagree. Cavallini is absolutely sucks. All right, no problem. So if you think he's the worst footballer, don't know why he's in Canada and why he's still doing better than the other players, them that we claim that is good. He's doing better than them. So it's hard for me to say a player is bad when he's doing better than the other players them that we're talking about. I am tired to hype people that does not do anything. He does things on the field for his national team and for his club. And the others don't do as much. The others don't even get game. You get me? Yes. Coco Skull, you can just leave. You can just leave. You're not you're not needed here, so you can just leave. We are not going to entertain you today. Let me make sure to appoint a duty to get you out of here. You can just leave. I'm not going to chatting with you because you're not worth it. You don't worth my time. You're stupid and you don't make much sense. All right? Yes, so you can just leave. Let me make sure to put you out of the channel because that's how done said people reason by actually trying to diss you before they even say what they have to say. You couldn't give me nothing on the player. You know why? Because you never watched the player, because you're stupid. And that's why maybe you have to be in a people chat. Go run your own podcast. You're a clown. You know, anyways, let me continue. Lee Young, respect. I clearly you actually watch a player, so you can talk realistic to me. You understand me? Yes, but the people that come in try to be disrespectful and then try to spin it towards me like Jamaican player. He never even heard what I'm talking about. Their comprehension skills, people, is so terrible. A man asked me how good Cavallini is because he made that one, and I said, yeah, he played good in that one. He got a 7.7. And then we continue our conversation. Lee Young brought it up that he could make the Jamaica team, not JD. But that's how some of these stupid people are. You understand me? Yes. So let me move on from that and don't even make it impact the show. That's how we're gonna do them. So they have to just chuck up somewhere else where they can talk stupid. You get me? Yes, and make narratives. Now I understand why they believe that I hate Jamaican players. One of the stupidest take I've ever heard. But no, I understand because their brain cells ain't good. They don't even understand things. They can't comprehend nothing. They're just hungry people. Yes, so let me move on. And let me share this one. 1 second, let me share it. And let me move on to the other situation. So what happened? These are the guys. This is the guy Mihalovic. He's the one that I said will make week 2. Ferreira will make week 2 as well. Luis Roma, I'm not 100% sure if he's going to actually make week 2. But it's possible as well. Damari Gray will be making week 2. I think so. Antuna was an good player. All right. Yes. I think Antuna will be making week 2. All right. One second, guys. Just give me a little second. Let me just share this video so I don't have to do it again. And maybe I will run the press conference straight through, like run it straight through this one stream. Yeah, so I don't have to actually come back a second time as well. All right. Leon, don't come over here acting like you take alone matters. No man, but Leon say what he wants to say. I have no problem, but at least I know that Leon is watching it. Juras. That's why I had to raise up that one, because he came in trying to be disrespectful. Because I don't know him. I'm not talking to him. I'm addressing who I'm talking to and giving my facts. He's not attacking my argument. He's trying to disrespect me, so you leave. But Leon can say what he wants. I have no problem with people challenging you. But you come with a disrespectful thing, you're gonna get raised up, you know. Cavallini average better than about a goal every other game. for Canada across 37 games. That is far better than Boza does for Jamaica. He's as talented, question, no, but he's more effective than Boza. Well, I just said what I said off the actual statistical sheet and watching the player. All right. So me saying that the two top players them that we have, Damari Gray, Mikel Antonio, and Leon Bailey, I wouldn't put him ahead of them. But he would have gone for me over Shamar, over Corey Burke, and over Richards if you don't use Richards for a young development spot. So in that conversation of Lee Young, it was very much valid to say that I had a case to have a conversation. Oh, in the world, in your brain now, you must have 6 IQ points to say that me a 8 Jamaican player there. When it's a man bring it up and me I give you statistical proof to say a conversation can be had if he was Jamaican, because that's what Lee Young did it as. But because you're so bad-minded and so fixated, but you still come on my channel, you get me? You already come with a preconceived notion. It only shows you how limited some of these people are. And it's getting borderline wasteful now. So they don't need to come here anymore. I think today is the final day. They realize that if they talk certain way, they're gonna get what they're looking for. All right, so let me continue. Young King says, "Me think TNT gonna upset United States. It's possible. They have a good team. They can stay organized. But maybe United States learned something from how Jamaica dealt with it. You understand me? Yes." Chris Smith said, "JD, to be realistic, Brown, Corberg, Taxi, Paris, Whisper, can they make the 10 teams in Concacaf? And if you tell a man the truth, them say you're biased." Yeah, but that is natural. That is natural. That is natural. That is natural, Big Boss. I know those pushbacks, but I have to feed them with educated response. So them get to realize when them come the next time, them have to come sensible. You know, so I came sensible with that one. Property for sale, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. Massive, massive respect. Drew Fortis, okay. All right. Mad Vibe says, Cover has done great service to Canada, but as a fan of Canada soccer, I can tell you he is one of the last player fans want to see on the roster. Much more talent in the pipeline. But all what you said there, Mad Vibes, never destroyed my point as to say that this was a week one conversation and what the guy said, Mad Vibes. So it's completely different from what you're saying. I am actually talking on. You get me? I respect your take, but it's completely different from what I am actually talking on. You get me? Yeah. But big up yourself, Mad Vibes. Hope all is well. All right. Cupid said, Imaxit, Jamaicans are emotional, brother. Cavallini is ready, but it's okay. We just make sure he knows that I have balls. The one thing I have is balls. So if you come at me, you're going to get it. You get me? Yes. So he knows that now. So he can make a fake account and return back, and he's going to get destroyed. All right. No, I know Mad Vibes, but I'm just saying, I'm just trying to finish that one so we can move on because I had some other things that I wanted to talk on. All right, so we have that around now. So we actually have quality players that will be up for week one. So I am waiting on week one to drop. All right. I know once I said I have balls, JD, I was referring to Lee Young because on a previous stream he referred to me as a football dunce. Oh yeah, well Lee Young need to be better. You need to approach people point, attack people argument, not the persons themselves, and then maybe we can be a better society if we do that. Not attack man, attack their argument, and then you can have a difference. You get me? Yeah, man, no problem, Leon. If all squads have their A team, LT, where does Jamaica stack up? On paper, Jamaica was always stacked up as the number 4 or around that. I think they might just jump up. I still don't think Jamaica jumped past number 4, to be honest, because Canada, we have to still give Canada respect, because all of their big guns. Look, Canada, we have, all right, so our big players, them, what I think is our big players, them, because I have balls to say it. My big players, them, in Jamaica team is actually Ethan Pinnock, Mikel Antonio, and Damari Gray. Those are my 3 main players in Jamaica national team. Those are my main key 3 players that I can say those are my marquee players. Liam Bailey comes below that. Yes, and I've said it. That's my take. That how I analyze football. I can give you all my statistical details where I came from to get that. All right, and I've said it before, but you guys never listened. And when he comes in and do his thing now, then you guys start talking about him now. But I've said it before. Pull the video back. All right. Yes. Yeah. No, I revives. He's gonna get a spot on week 2. I'm sure of that. But anyways, let me move on now. Let me move on now. Uh, Man, come on, JD, bad mind the local baller them. Pick Topper over him for 1998 World Cup. Worse when them make Topper manager for the team. Jesus Christ, guys, that conversation yesterday, Jayu talking about it. That conversation was me picking Ricardo Gardner, which is the next local guys, and they said my bad mind local guys, because true, I said Walter Boyd was not what people said he is. That's why they said I'm bad-minded local guys. Oh my God. All right. So anyways, so those are my 3 key players. So the 3 key players, why I picked 3 guys? Because I wanted to match the 3 key players for Canada. That is what I was trying to go in. So let me learn. So Alphonso Davis, Jonathan David for number 2, and who you would put as Canada's 3rd key player. Would you put Buchanan? You would put Kyle Lauren, or you put Eustachio? Who would be that number 3 spot? Who would be that number 3 spot? Who would be that number 3 spot? Let me know. Who would be that number 3 spot? So that's why I use only 3 players, because I wanted to put all of them together, and then you see. So I'm trying to show you, because remember the comment came in. The comment came in. Where would Jamaica ranked? And I'm saying that I still don't put Jamaica over Canada, to be honest. Because even if you put Liam Bailey in it to make 4 of the high-rated players, them. When you go on Canada's squad, they have more than 4 high-rated players, high-rated players. You understand me? And the rest of their squads are still higher rated players than Jamaica's squad. So we cannot surpass Canada in higher rated players at this point. It will take maybe 1 or 2 more big ones to come in. All right. Eustachio, he pulls the string. So Eustachio would be a 3rd. Eustachio market value might be, let me make sure, Eustachio, let me see Eustachio market value right here to see where it ranks. So Eustachio market value, Jonathan David, no, Buchanan market value might be a little bit higher, but yes, Eustachio is equally as important. All right, Eustachio, Canada. All right, Eustachio market value shoots up to 12 million. Wow. Okay, his market value keeps jumping. All right, so that makes it even worse. And even market value, Canada fly past Jamaica by a good stretch. So Canada still keeps their 3rd spot, even with we adding Damari Gray. So Canada still keeps their 3rd spot, even with we adding Damari Gray. So we can't say we are better than Canada at this point. You get me? Yes. So Canada is still ahead. So Jamaica would still retain the 4th spot. Jamaica would still retain it. No, people, we not pass Canada as yet. Let me pull it up. No, because they're going to show the Gold Cup squad now. Canada real squad is way ahead of Jamaica squad, just the same. But Jamaica jumped a little bit. They jumped a little bit closer to Canada. and Mexico. United States is out of this world. United States is going closer to the no, the half a billion in market value. United States at, so we are nowhere near United States as yet. Yeah, so maybe three more big names, like over 20-30 million dollar signings. I think then Jamaica squad can catch it up. So we still have a little to go. We still have a little to go, guys. You get me? Yes, we still have a little to go, but we would still be ranked number 4 at this point. And if we keep on improving, it could go up on the field as well. Because remember, market value alone don't tell anything, because Jamaica has always been number 4, but never achieved number 4 position. Because number 4 position would have given us at least a continent, whatever the final spot to go in to try and get confederational spot, something like that. Yes, and we would have played that to go to World Cup, so we never even got the confederational spot the last time. So we underachieved by 2 spots, because we came 6th rather than coming in at least 4th, we were a market value stick that. You understand me? Yes. Doesn't mean we can't still. No. People, you're moving the goalpost. A person asked me a question where Jamaica market value Jamaica team stacked up. And I'm saying, based on performance, we are not performing better than them. But I believe that the Jamaican team should be beating Panama, which is performing better than Jamaica. But their market value don't match. Panama market value is nowhere near Jamaica's. But I wanted to put Jamaica above Panama. So I'm just giving you, that's why I attack it from the market value point rather than the actual performance point. If it's performance, Jamaica would rank 5th, 6th in the region, maybe even 7th in the region if it was based on performances. They would have ranked 7th, because remember, even though 80 lost to Mexico, 80 was performing better than Jamaica because they were winning matches. You understand me? So we have to pick a point where we actually use to base it off, and I based it off market value aside from performances. Jamaica just won the first game over 1 year and 2 days. You understand me? Yes. The left back in Panama at JD. Yes. I know. Good day, Josh. Oh, you do, man. Massive respect, everybody that's coming in. We need to get into the conversation as yet, and we still started off with our fights. We have sweet comments coming in, and we have a good vibes building straight away. See, them can't stop the flow. Them come for stretch out the thing, but it now work. We moving offensively strong for USA. Yes, good day, man. Big up in yourself. Everybody is coming. Advocate, big up yourself. Hope all is well. Jayud said him relief cause him is a normal baller, not world class. Great addition to the team, will do more good for Bailey. Less pressure will be on him. Yes, I know that. But for me, no pressure was on Bailey, because to be honest, I never have him as that highly rated as what you guys said. You understand me? I have him as a good player, but I just never have him on that high echelon of footballer as to what you guys have him on. So even the conversation of Bailey overrated, and I heard people getting angry. They don't listen to the word overrated. When the word overrated comes, you can be 91 and a person put the bar, you can be 85 as a footballer and a person put a 99 barrier and say you're 99, and then you prove overrated. So overrated is what what someone put on you comparable to what you are, or what the next person assess you as. So it's not the same thing. So when people talk, people, please put it in context so people can have a good reasoning, because it's not making sense when it just blow up. I don't see him as the same level as Salah and Mane and those guys. And when Jamaican people in this chat talk about him, they put him on that same echelon, and I don't. I never did. So that is where the overrated conversation came from, because of what they are doing. It was not a me saying that he's a 60% baller. No, I was never saying that. I never had him as a 60% baller, but I never had him as a 90% baller. So it's the difference. So sometimes the people argue without listening to what you're actually saying. You understand me? Yes. Jamaica needs some more pass in their attack through. Okay. Fair enough, fair enough. Claudia, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. All right. Yes. So if you agree, if you disagree to my statement, as in me don't rate him that on that level, you can burn me out for that. But if you listen to what I'm saying, you would have realized it makes perfect sense because some of you saying the same thing as what I'm saying. It's just because I have the mic and I came here. You understand me? Yes. Marlon Nelson said, JD, Davison and David, Lauren and Buchanan value 158 million. That's where Canada value is. No, Marlon, no, Marlon. Other man still value 10 and 5 million. Imagine. So that means if everybody comes in it, it's easy well over 200, 300 million. So them still value high. No, Marlon, see, you tell me, say, um, how much my boy Alphonso Davis value now by himself? Because Jonathan David going past 50, 60 million, you know, by the next transfer, maybe even 70. So maybe him and Jonathan David alone might reach 150 million. DJ said, laugh out loud, Salah JD. No, but DJ, don't listen to all these men do speak on these players. When you swear think the man is some God level player. And when I'm watching it, I'm saying, boy, I don't think what you're saying to me is accurate. You know, the player is a good player, but the consistency is not there. He have a lot to learn comparable to the other guys them. So he's a good player, but I don't see what other people says. You know, I don't see it. You know, JD, does having a higher market value automatically means you are better? No, but it gives you a basis that you could have argued on. Because if I never used that Irie vibes, I wouldn't put Jamaica in the top 6 based on performances, because Jamaica has done nothing better than the next other guys them. You understand me? You get me? So that's what we are saying. Our vibes. We only use Jamaica because it was a question posed to us, and we use that side to say Jamaica market value is up there, and they brought in the quality, and the quality started to perform as well. So I would drop down Jamaica to at least number 4. You get me? Yeah, but if you put it in, Jamaica not performing better than Panama. Panama keeps on performing good straight throughout the Nations League, and they performed well in the Gold Cup so far. So we wouldn't be ranked over Panama based on what they have done. You understand me? So we had to put something in it else to have a conversation. You get me? So it's either we want to have the conversation or not. So I used that to have the conversation, people. Nicholas Pepe worth £2, and them sell him to Arsenal for 70 million. He did score goals, and you want me to put up how much goals Pepe scored for Arsenal and what he did for Arsenal? Yeah. But obviously he worth 70 million. David's worth 70 million. David worth 60. Kone 10. But Ustakia worth 12. Marlon, Ustakia worth 12. You don't have Ustakia on that. Lauren worth 8. And you have others worth 5 and 10. As well, Marlon. You have a lot of them in the squad that worth money, man. You left out Big Bad Ustakio. Value of a player doesn't mean that is true. That is true. But we just use something to base it off where we would rank Jamaica, or where Jamaica should at least be. All the other 3 teams are have a market value, and they are performing up to that standard. Well, Jamaica is the only team out of that 3 not performing up to that standard. All right, so I was just trying to give a positive rather than a negative. You understand me? Rather than a negative. I was trying to give a positive for Jamaica, and then people still arguing the positive that I'm giving for Jamaica. So I don't know what I need to give. All right. Arden says Bailey is not a top winger right now. Sorry, that's the truth. He can still be a good winger. In the Concacaf region, he would be considered. He would be considered. Let me make sure I choose my word right. He would be considered as a top winger, but on the worldwide level, no, you would not consider as a top winger, because you would have like 50 wingers pool, and he wouldn't get in the top 25. You understand me? So that means you're not in the top. So you buy that metric. So that's true. Marlon Nelson said, JD, these are the players Not in the Canadian squad. Okay, but Ustakio is not there either. Ustakio is not there. He pulled out him and Adokobi, pulled out at the end. So they're not in the tournament. So you have to add him to it. Jeremy Blake said, JD, have Bailey score over 15 goals a season? Question. And isn't Diaby a better winger? Is former, yeah, Diaby worth 2 times what Bailey worth, and they moved on from Bailey because they had 2 players that they could have replaced Bailey with, and both of them market value is higher than Bailey almost 2 times now. So I guess they knew what they were doing, but nobody checked up on those things, and that's the actual fact. So Diaby did live up to it. Arsenal wanted to pay 50 million for him. They wanted even more than 50 million for him. I heard rumors about Manchester City, but it was not confirmed. Manchester United was interested in him. They wanted to pay a little bit over 50 million at this point. So Diaby market value is 2 times Leon Bailey's market value at this point. And he is performing. He's consistent for the 4 years running now. 4 seasons running there, be consistent. You get me? Yeah. Forget Canada. Let's talk about Jamaica. Who can we put in the middle instead of Bobby Reid? Bobby Reid don't play in the middle, so I don't know. So Jamaican Worldwide, tell me where you want to put Bobby Reid, and then we can have the conversation. Bobby Reid played on the right midfield side. We never brought much right midfielder. We never brought much right midfielder. We never brought much right midfielders in the team, and deeper line players that can play both defensive and attacking. You know, we have Kaim Paris, we have Richards, we have Leon Bailey, we have Demario Gray. All of those guys don't really offer nothing defensive, but obviously it's because we won the game why we out here talking like that, but they don't offer much defensive. You understand me? But because we won the game, we completely forgot what's really going on the field. Bobby Reid does offer defensive and attack as well. Obviously, his attacking in the second game was not the best, but he still gives you a defensive solidity as well to a certain extent. Obviously, some of the problems came from over our right-hand side. You understand me? Yeah. So, just jumping, I think Richards give you nothing on defensive end, based on what I've seen. So unless you want to just play gun-o football, Richards give you nothing on right hand side, nothing. So he's gonna be a consistent problem. So if you're gonna take out Bobby Reid, remember this is a conversation here. So if you're gonna take out Bobby Reid and you're gonna try use Richards or Kaim Paris, both of them show that they don't give you that defensive solidity. You understand me? So you see, that's what we're talking about now. You get me? So I think Bobby Reid just stay there based on the fact that we don't have better. Because Richards ain't better than him, Kaim Paris ain't better than him, because they don't do both sides of the work as the level that we think. And that's why the coach might not want to take up Bobby Reid, and he has a valid point not to want to take up Bobby Reid because of footballing metrics. You guys only look at people. The reason why Richards came on the field at the time was because Trinidad was actually pressing, and they just want someone to, it's the best opportunity to just say, go out there and run forward and kick the ball. So your relief of that pressure. And as he came in, the first ball he tried, they took it from him. As soon as he tried to turn to go forward, they took it from him. But I don't hear people complaining about that. He made a good pass after the Shamar Nicholson to waste it. You understand me? So he made a good and a bad at the same time. But he offers nothing defensive. You understand me? So if the coach pick a player, let we be realistic and stop just want to bully and try to make a problem out of the coach. The coach brought the kid here, and he brought Kaim Paris here. You understand me? So that means he wants to give them an opportunity. But stop pushing. It's like if everybody don't play 10. If everybody don't play a 10 on the day, we are not happy. You understand me? So we have to just work with what we have. We have a 22-man squad. One is suspended, which is low, and so it cuts down what we could do, and one is slightly injured, which is Amari Bell. So let we work with what we have and chop and change. We are gonna try and get to the starting lineup very soon. Yeah. But Reed cannot defend. He's always losing the ball and people always pushing him over. I think Reed is a better defender than every one of the other right-sided players. Them Leon Bailey, Paris, Richards, everybody. Reed is a better defender than. You get me? So we need to people. Tackling is not only defending. Your brain cells to mark black lanes and intercept as well, and keeping a line is a part of defending as well, guys. It's a part of defending as well. You get me? So guys, you know your players them that you want to put over him. Don't do none of those things, and that is the problem. That's why you're not arguing my point. You're just trying to move over it. All right. I don't know why people the things them that worried about it. That is not how coaches approach things. Guys. I'm telling you. When you have to tackle, it simply means you either never saw what's coming to you, or you have no other options because your screener as your defensive central never do a good job, and then you got exposed and you never put yourself in the best position. But interception and reading the game is always the first part before you make a tackle. You get me? But tell you what, you guys not looking at that, all right? DJ, do you think the coach will ever change formation? Maybe in the future, maybe maybe in the future, but let him build him thing. The first thing the coach said. That's why when I'm writing down things, people should not tell me anything. The coach said he's trying to find. He knows the talent of Jamaica. He has his system, but he's going to learn the culture and then conformed to the culture. So I think this style that he's playing is because he thinks that Jamaica relies on speed more than anything else. And what in the world could tell me different? I think that's exactly what Jamaica does. So what he uses a speed transition in a 4-4-2 or a 4-4-1-1 system, where in which it always tried to turn into a 4-2-2-1-1 style system, and it based on the attacking creators comes from wide, which is Leon Bailey and Damari Gray, and then the two defensive midfielder older type player would have substituted to block the channels them, all the three channels them behind them, and still have the capability to add to the attack in Lati Bodier. That is exactly what you saw on the field, but most just don't understand what they're seeing on the field. You understand me? And that's why sometimes we just come on to start bash the coach, but we actually just don't understand what's going on out there. And I think to some extent it worked better against Trinidad, because Trinidad sets up in a 5-4-1 and they drop back low, and then you only had the Lever Garcia alone breaking because he had the skills and the stuff, and he was always isolated on the right hand side with Javian Brown and Damian Lowe, and he had to take on two, and even when he passed two, he had the third one there. So the facts is there, guys, but we just keep on trying to change the overall thing. You get me? Dr. Year said, JD, the person who said Bobby Reed can't defend, don't watch him play, because he did play right back for Fulham. Yes, he's better than, look, maybe they are, look, what they do is just match him with an actual right back and said he can't defend. But we were having the conversation as to who you would have put in over Bobby Reed. We saw Richards, we saw Kaim Paris in the first two friendlies, and they were terrible as right and left midfielders. Terrible. People act like those things never happened. They were terrible. In both ways, offense and defense. They were terrible. They were not good in those games. Kaim Paris came out in the second half and started getting on the defense, and he changed the game on the defense. You get me? Not on the actual attack, it was on the defense. And he changed the game. You get me? So we need to stop act like things. What we do is just shut down things after 24 hours and then move on to something else. You get me? Shavan Brown says, JD, Bobby does a lot off the ball, and yes, he can do better, but we don't have to kill the guy. But Shavan, I'm arguing for Bobby, And I'm arguing to ask if they're actually watching what's going on out there. You get me? It's good to see Jamaica with a 3+ GD. Yes, yes, yes. That is very good. Green says Bobby can work good. So the man, yeah, he's going to be in it because that's what and they don't understand, with Bobby Reed on the field, that's what allow their player to be on the field, their main player that they always want, because Bobby, they don't realize that the function of Bobby is to cover up as well and play a decoy role from time to time, to make one of the advancing players to go forward and make we have the attacking system that we want to play. So Bobby's actually playing a role to make sure the other attackers them can do the job. You understand me? But we not seeing it. Uh, um, Bless up, man. All right. It would be nice for us to improve our ball retention as a team in the future. Yes, I think that will come with time. With time, that will definitely come. That will definitely come. Jamaica is favorite. They have the players to win. I don't think Jamaica came in this tournament as the favorites. I don't think so. We were one of the favorites to do good, but I don't think we came in. I think Mexico and United States were always the favorites, just the same, and the betting odds that I looked at. And even for the group, United States was still the favorites as well. Why start Boza over Gray when we want to score goals? No, no, no. Kwame. Nobody said. I've not even picked the team. We have gone 146 minutes. I'm from El Salvador, but I like Jamaica. Yeah, man, Saul, that is very good, man. We all love Jamaica. We are here. We are Jamaicans, but we are honest people. At least right here, we try to be, and we try to just give the facts at this point, and we have to go off performances and stuff. So United States and Mexico, they were the favorites as to the fact that they have a system. You understand me? And Jamaica clearly came in this tournament to say that we are going to try our best, but we are going to try and improve our system here, because we're going to get more time with the players, the right players, and we're going to get enough test in the competition. If we do turn up to win the competition in the end, that would be a bonus. But the fans now change everything now, because they saw the players now, so they don't want to give the team no time. None at all. That is the difference, Saul. That is the difference. We playing against a St. Kitts team. All right, so let me start pull it up now, guys. Let me go with the facts. So this is the facts on the screen. United States +6, 4 points. Jamaica +3, 4 points. All right, Trinidad 0, 3 points. All right, yes, and St. Kitts on no point, and they conceded 9 goals. In order for Jamaica to take first spot at this point, Jamaica would have to surpass United States goal difference. If Trinidad win against United States, they would drop, and Jamaica have to win over 3 goals, because the problem is they can't tie on the goal. No, that would mean Jamaica passed the point, so it wouldn't matter. But if they do finish on 7 points apiece, they can't tie on goal difference, because it's not going to favor Jamaica, because after the goal difference, as you said, in the event of 2 teams or more teams finish with equal number of points, the following rules break the tie: goal difference, goal scored, and the head-to-head. All right, obviously they would be matched on goal difference, goal scored, and then the head-to-head. So all of that, because we drew with them, so every metric would have been tied, and then the fourth tiebreaker would have been disciplinary. Jamaica has more cards than actual fair play. Jura said the right word was fair play. So Jamaica has more cards and fair play. You get me? Oh, Kevin said, no, JD, the coach said that he's at the Gold Cup to win it. Well, he switched his mouth, Kevin, a lot of times, because he started telling people that he wants time and they're working on a system and people should be patient. All right, so at the start he said he wants to win it, but after the United States game, his attitude change. He's saying complete different, Kevin. So I have to just go with the upgrade of the coach. You get me? And he changed after a time. So what can I say, you know? So Kevin, yes, I agree with you. He started that way, but they started to beg time and all the system, you know, he started to beg time. You get me? Yeah, so he wants both. He wants both. Yeah. Jura says a few games ago he was the old player carrying our team. How quickly people forgot. Jason said, Jamaicans worldwide. Okay, okay, okay. Bobby Reed is an excellent player. I think so. I think so. I think so. You get me? But you have to understand, in systems, guys, some players just don't look as what you would want from them because you see them in different roles. With the expansive players in this system is definitely Damari Gray, Leon Bailey. Even Mikel Antonio to a certain extent is not as expressive as to those two guys. Those two guys get the free room. Mikel Antonio must be in between trying to press on defenders, trying to link up play for them to be free. So the only two players you're going to always see getting off 90% of the action is Leon Bailey and Damari Gray. Look at the field. That's what they're trying to achieve because they believe that those are the two skilled players on the ball. You understand me? So we can't be over here checking Bobby Reed for him defensive work and where he has to be running after the fact. Those two players are the first priority. You get me? So you can't rank him the same way. You get me? Yes. Don't be surprised if TNT beat US tomorrow. We are going to be having both scores. JD, Jamaican people can't please. I have to just explain to them that the two players, you can't look at every output, defensive and attack for Bobby Reed because the next two, Liam Bailey and Damari Gray, don't do it. So you just look at the system. I'm going to do a video separate with the system and I'm going to show you. And you're going to see that Bobby Reed is actually doing exactly. And I hope one of the people inside the press conference asked the coach how he feels, what Bobby Reed doing, and you're going to hear what he said. When I'm here and I said about Deshaun Bernard, when I did my video, in the post-match, the man said Deshaun Bernard had an excellent game. So excellent to what he wanted him to do. You get me? Imaxit TV. Did you realize Bailey played better on the left for Jamaica and passed the ball more? He was still playing centrally and he drifted left. He drifted left to overload that side with Damari Gray and then come back in central. So he was not playing on the left. He was just drifting outside to come back because a person was already out there. So he was trying to move away bodies so Mikel Antonio could have more. So we have to give Bailey more credit on that side. All right, because there's a lot of moving parts, but because we don't go into detail analysis, we don't see those things. So he did defensive work as well, Leon Bailey on the field. He did it, but because we never get into those metrics because we spend so much time fighting on streams, we don't get any time to get into those metrics so we can actually give the players them the right credit. You get me? Because you remember, attack starts from the front. You get me? So, you move the bodies and more from the front, it helps. You get me? Kingsley, Whisper can't play for Reed. He has to play for Liam Bailey or Damari Gray because Whisper don't offer what Bobby Reed does. You get me? If you put Whisper, Liam Bailey and Damari Gray on the field with Mikel Antonio, almost any team can beat us. You get me? Because now you feel the system. You understand me? You only can put a few in the system for the system to flick. And wait until the coach come again and then ask him the question. He's going to answer exactly to what I'm saying. You have limited amount of players that are luxury players you can put in a system. All right? Or let me put it in a better context. You have offensive, defensive players, and you have defensive players, and you have defense and offensive players inside the middle. That's the perfect way to talk on them. So Leon Bailey and Mikel Antonio, or Mikel Antonio is an offensive, defensive player. So he starts the defense on the front by pressing. Leon Bailey, right at the central forward position, he still applies that, but he's a second string offensive, defensive player. And then you have Damari Gray, that will become an offensive, defensive player, or maybe the actual freelance, free mole player. Then you have the middle, which is the defensive start first and defensive offensive player after, and then the defensive line is the defensive type players. All right, so you can't add more offensive defensive players, or else you're gonna capitulate your middle that you barely have control over. Jamaica struggle in the middle, so why you want to put more offensive defensive type player on the field, and then you don't have any middle, and then you're gonna complain that Lambert and Latibodier can't play. You understand me? So look at the metric and then you will see. You get me? You look at the metric and you will see the facts is there. You can look at it. So I have no problem with Whisper playing, but he has to play for two people. You understand me? Kingsley Robinson, he has to play for. Furthermore, most of you guys don't even know the position that the Whisper plays. Demon said you also have offensive, defensive goalkeeper like Allison. Of course, them the start play Demo. Of course. Now that's why they paid so much money for those players, and also my Manchester City player. So stop act like you want to take out Edison out of it. Demo, always. Lembekisa is really good. Why people beat Bobby? Well, it is what it is. Bless up Zaba HD. Bless up, yeah man, bless up everybody. Let me see how the thing go. Cause we never ask for likes, you know, guys. Cause we have to smoke up a boy where come in and try style the thing, you know. Yeah man. Cause sometimes you always have those one-on-one we can't comprehend, you know. But the show continue. Him not achieve nothing more than a block. Nothing more than a block him achieve. All right, so guys, we have almost 280 in the house. We have 121. Massive respect for that. Love that. But let we double up the likes and 200 people. All right, let we double up the likes and 200. And what we are going to do? What we are going to do? What we are going to do after this, guys, we want you guys to call in. We are going to give you the number so you can call in. Wayne Evans says, JD, when is the press conference? This press conference should be in around a few, maybe an hour or so. An hour or so. Exactly. Me feel Bailey would have miss. All right. O'Neill, good night. Big up, big up. All right. David says, I am not beating Bobby Reed for the miss in the game. No, but the miss for Bobby Reed was. Well, I don't think it was a big miss, you know. I don't was it was registered as a big miss, but if you look at it, to be honest, it was not a big miss. Barely miss was a big miss because the goal was empty and the control that he had over it. He was not coming away from the goal. He was going towards the goal, and the next one he was inside the goal. So that's why those are much more effective misses. Bobby Reed coming from side, the keeper was already at the first post. So what he had to do, he had to go to the far post or whip it far for somebody to tap it in. You understand me? And he decided to go to the near post. It registered as a big miss, but really and truly, I don't class it as so much of a big miss, to be honest. All right, some Jamaicans don't see anything in the game but goals, assist, and shift. And their comments just make that clearer. That's coming from Jason Guna. All right. Well, that's why we're here, Jason, to make sure we kind of give them the actual facts and we'll move on from it. Yes. Guys, do you think that Leon Bailey can play? Oh, let me see what you're saying here. Can play 10. He was playing a little bit advanced than a 10. He was playing a central forward for all 2 games. For all 3 games, he played it in the Mexico game. Reggae Boyz Nation, brother. Brother, you ever listen to yourself? You sound dunce, you know. Shake my head. JD, think before you talk, cause you know make no sense. Kiss my teeth. All right, so my son dunce. Okay, well, and you don't explain what my son dunce in I know. So explain yourself, and then we we'll chop it up and maybe you would sound like you can't comprehend. Reggae Boyz, Nation TV. You would sound like you can't comprehend. So we will give you an opportunity to respond to this comment, and then once you chop it up and you don't make no sense, then we'll move on from you as well. Issa Allen, big up yourself, said it was a big miss. Bobby, no, it's not. No, I think from the angle where it come from, I don't see it as a big miss as to what it was registered. The Bailey 2 was a big miss, and I will stick on that. Yes. The press conference started with the send kits right now. Okay. Well, no problem. Other people will go in the press conference then, and I will come back after that. All right? Yes. Liam Bailey surprised me with his poor finishing so far. To be honest, was expecting better. Both should have done better. All right. Bailey must get benched sometimes. Ishmael King. I don't know when it's coming with the program. All right. Then we have our brother right here named Sakpase Jason Guna. Massive respect. All right. Yes. So Omar Folin, if he calls in, I'm almost 1,000% sure he don't know football like me. Not even I'm dream. I am not asking you. And not even I'm dream. So when you see them go off that, they have their own agenda in their heads because he never explained himself. You get me? Cause yeah. JD, you talk like you know everything, and you don't know nothing, brother. You are always the first one to do shit. So you see, it's coming from a bad-minded point. It's coming from a bad-minded point. Him not, I know he can't say what I sound done with. I am talking football terms, but you can't understand it. So, brother, you don't need to be here. I gave you a chance to explain yourself. You don't make no sense. So we are going to have to move away from you as well. Straight up, because that's how we are do it. Because once you come here and try to be disrespectful, just move away from you. If you're not intelligent enough to attack a man point, I am waiting for you a man to challenge what I'm saying for me embarrass them. And you can't do it. So you just move up, brother. This is not the place for you. Straight up. And I don't act like I know everything. I actually study and talk on what I am talking on. So we don't make mistake. We don't come here to make friends. We come here to talk football and clear up things. So people not have to speculate. So we'll move on from that. Textra says, blessed evening JD and everyone on this stream. Just reach, but better late than never. All right. Yeah, man. No, people don't pay them no mind, man. If it was Bailey who missed the Barbary chance, you would say, Allen, you don't hear me have to say. And Bailey never missed one of those chances, Allen. So don't sell a narrative, Issa Allen, because he never missed one of those chances. Every one of Bailey's chances was very clear miss chances in control. That's what I'm talking about, all right? Yes. You can't argue that point that I just said. Because all of the misses them that you are complaining about was the penalty, the one in with the empty goal, and the one in front of the goal. So those are 3 missed chances we're arguing. Bobby Reed coming from the side and out further. So that's all I'm saying. And with what the obstacle that was in his way, it seems to me, that's my opinion. If you disagree with it, no problem. Don't come and tell me something that never happened. And you can't argue on something that never happened. That's just making up stories. What them? No man, Jason man, them come at me today, I'm just a smoke them, man. Yeah, anytime it come around when people check, them come and exalt themselves. Because they have problems with me. But I am here. So when the next time come, Issa, when you want to prove a point, make sure you clip it and come back and argue with me, Issa. Marvin says, if I was the coach, Bailey couldn't take penalty. Okay, well, we can move on from that because you have people in the background who listen, them not really comprehend properly. So them are going to jump up and try come. Those people not challenging anything, only being, yeah, Omar Falling, they are here, they have their friends that maybe we are taking up their space and they're butt hurt because of that. Yeah, it's a long time those same people trying to badmine me here and trying to force me to be a certain way. So I know exactly who that is. Yes, and those people don't frighten me. Those people don't shake me, bro. I said challenge my point. He couldn't challenge a point, and that's what shut him up. He started to talk about I act like I know everything, but you don't actually answer me. That is your point to embarrass me, say I don't know anything, so I can bring up the facts again to embarrass you again. But you run. You run. Wow. Bobby Reed was a big chance. Was a big chance. It was the keeper and Reed, the defender blocked the pass to Bailey and didn't close him down. Okay. I listen to everybody in the Jamaican space, and they don't know the game like JD. I want to listen about football. It's better I listen to tactical manager, if not JD. Well, they don't like tactical manager because tactical manager hurt their ego. So they will try and say people should not listen to tactical manager either. Greetings, Cap. How you doing? My issue with Bailey, with Bobby Reed, miss is mental. It was a chance for Bobby to make a pass inside, but Jason just said the pass was blocked. Okay. Yeah. So someone said the pass was blocked. So yeah, I will go back and write it down, and then we'll come back and challenge it. All right. And we'll put it back in the discard and we chop it up ourselves. And that's how we transparent. We don't try to act like we know everything. We have everything to put it there so we can discuss it. So we have a discard. You can always feel free to go in the description, click the discard, and we get the clip, put it in there. We can't play it here because the same frauds them will come in here. I try talk people. That's why we said as soon as we play a clip, them report it to the Concacaf and them place there. No one know the frauds them will do them stuff there. You understand me? No one know the frauds them will do these things. So that's why you see how them jump up and they see them start talk. That's why I told them for years. For years, anytime I put something out, they just want to fight against it. So no one learn now because when you see how them react. It's the same people. They have a clan of people where them plan up these things. Yeah. Uh, so I would put the clip inside the discard, something that they can't band. And we can go in the discard, replay it, and we can start a voice call and we chop it up in discard people. It's very easy for we to do. It's very easy. We can look at it, and where we think it's a mistake, we'll come to a end result to it. You get me? Yeah. So it's very easy for us to do our thing. Unless Reed played the pass instantly, it wasn't on once he took another touch. Okay, but we put it in there, Jason. We just clip it in there, Jason. You know, have the discard as well. You can just clip it there and we pin it, and then we have the discussion. Don't. Bobby Reed chance was from a very acute angle, while Bailey missed the empty net. Kevin, they've said we dunce, we don't have no sense, we don't know what we are talking about, and then at the same time say we go like we know everything. Make all of that make sense, Kevin. It's weird, man. The defender wasn't blocking Bailey. All right, so everybody seeing. Um, no, it's Bobby. You're Bobby and you're Bailey, David. They're arguing two missings. Yes, man, believe me, I was telling you guys the other day, that's what they do. That's what they do, but you never listen to me. And when you see them do it today, it tells you. You get me? So Lee Young said, Bob Reed had an option to pass to Bailey, just like O'Shamar had the option to pass to Antonio. All right, my goodness. Bailey should be the tournament's top scorer. All right. David says, I think the problem is that too much big name baller in the team. Everybody wants to be the man. Because Lowe, as a defender, scored in the first game. Bailey wasn't overcompensating. Okay, fair enough. That's coming from David, not me. Nothing to do with me. All right, because they will clip it and say it's me. All right. Jason Guna said that goes to show how objective football is. We all see the same. Well, Jason, that's but the thing is, let all our seats at the same time and have the conversation, and we can come to something. All right. All right. Omar, but that can't happen, Omar, because I meet the people them say, me start my channel, restart a channel, and in 9 months we have almost 16,000 subscribers from zero. From zero, Omar. So that's not possible. Them people barely can get 16,000 subscribers, period. You get me? They have to do everything and be the YouTube LA Lewis to even try to remotely compete with me. So it's not going to stop. And people can read, learn for themselves, and see who have sense. You get me? Yes. And then once that will prove. So you don't have the Omar. Don't even pay them the mind, brother. That I mean, I said, me just show no, and then them approve it for themselves. You get me? So nobody pay them the mind. A YouTube LA Lewis them. You know. As a player who plays EPL, Reed should be going for the far post. I agree with you, you know. That's what I actually said first, you know. And that's what I do blame him, you know. I just said that big chance, it kind of the angle was never looking so good to me to say it was a big chance, but because I had mentioned the barely two chances them, that's what make that brother Panty get into the bunch and him start spaz out, you know. Yes. Yeah. So yeah, so that's the difference. If I had just said I just talked on if I just talked on what you said, if I just talked on Bobby Reed only, maybe they would come off that way, you know. Antonio was very unselfish. Antonio baller man, big baller man. All right, JD, you notice so much people did came out to talk about Bobby Reed goal in Azteca. Yes, and it's not the opposite way around. They are balling that you should not talk about their baller. Yeah, we know it is an ingrained bias that we do have. If them finish second in the group behind United States, would they have an easier path? No. I think if Canada goes through, they're going to go strength to strength as well, because now these guys are going to get sure game. Before with the big team, they never normally get their game. They never normally get their game. All right. So now they are in the same boat as Jamaica. So Cavallini and those guys they are getting game time. They are getting game time. You get me? They're Texra said, JD, and the point I really want to raise that I think worth a discussion in the Gold Cup is the refereeing. How do you feel about the level of bias from other country ref, all right, against Jamaica? Well, Jamaica referee officiate AD's first game, and they called people in my chat, I never checked for myself, they said that they called him a thief. The Qatar players, the Qatar people called him a thief. So Texra, they would say the same about the Jamaican referee, because that's what people came in and said that they were calling him a thief, because they could have gotten a penalty. Even Jason admitted said it was a penalty. I thought it was not a penalty, and the guy made the good call. But Jason went to Qatar on the day. Yeah, so so I guess the refereeing, Texra, to be honest, then it's not about Jamaica only then, because the Jamaicans them, the only referee that we hear the biggest complaint about, it was actually a Jamaican referee. And that was in the 80 game. So go back and research that one, Texra, because go back and research that one. So I think the referee, what I'm trying to say then, that means every referee of their day that someone calling them a thief or something. You get me? I thought it wasn't a penalty and it was a good call from the referee, and Jason and everybody said no, it's a foul and it's a penalty, and definitely the Qatar people agreed with Jason as well. You get me? Yes. So text right. So you can look at it, and so that means nobody fighting against Jamaica. You get me? Then, because the biggest claim of a thieving call was to a Jamaican. So, um, yes, so, and then we have, Kevin Facey said, big up JD, continue to speak the truth, bro. That's what some of these people can't deal with. Yes, but I was here from day one doing it, and they can't. None of these guys can't see me in real life, Big Boss and David. Them could have be soldier, police, or God. None of them can see me and talk me in my face. None. Them could have them gun, them would have to kill me right there. So me not really walk with fear, and so if me not got fear them in a real life in front of them face. You really think me got fear them on the internet? You know? So it's not, it will never happen, you know? Yeah. Bobby assured Bailey that he can be selfish too. Keisha says, laugh out loud, JD, you love follow argument, though, like your lady. Okay. No, 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 no. I had to answer the question. So they posed something towards what I'm doing on the internet, and I had to embarrass him, you know? So he has to come back. We don't want no easy part, JD. To be the best, you have to beat the best. Okay, David. Wow. Ego check. Darren said, JD, you know, just continue the excellent content. We are going to. We were here from day one, and they were always fighting. You just don't see it because I just don't put it up front. We focus on you, the viewers, and the content, you know. We as fans must temper our expectations. Dexter, you know, just your man saying they want the easy part. Easy part. So what, why are you talking about temper expectation? Texra, but Texra, that is something factual, you know, that I said, you know. And then now we are fighting. You get me? You see, nobody can argue that people call the Jamaican referee a thief. Even Travis came here and called the Jamaican referee a thief. And so Travis, you know, a Jamaican and one of the hardest running man that pick up for Jamaican players and people. You get me? Said it was a penalty and the referee is a thief because he know him from the JPL. And I said, Travis, you can't say that. You understand me? But I'm just trying to show you that every referee gets bad name. So I don't think it's against Jamaica. And I think I brought a fact that we can argue on. Then we have Brain Jane says YouTube LA Lewis. Yes, man. Yes, man. All right, let me move on from the YouTube LA Lewis. Believe me, they're gonna beat me again for them statements there. The YouTube LA Lewis. Fitz Patrick says 1 JD badness. Yeah, man. Facts, man. After me no waste, man. When no boy can call up. Them can talk on YouTube. Them can talk on YouTube. You know? Issa Allen says, okay. Ari Vibe says, Canada can't even beat Guadeloupe. They are not good. Jesus God. JD, oh, you're not doing Venezuela 80. Watch comment. No. I couldn't cover that one because I should have done the next one that they're doing in Europe. They should be playing either Malta. I was trying to get the information on it, and it was barely coming out on Facebook, so I never wanted to wait on the footage. Because I'm saying I'm not going to wait last minute, so I just do this one, I will move on. You get me? Yes. So sorry about that Flavor D sound, but a lot of people text me about the area. You know that I'm Asian just the same. So I always want to cover them, you know. JD, you are a yard man like any other man. Defend your things straight. No man, them can't ramp with me, man. Me there a long time. But them do it always when them think the crowd high, so them can try to deviate people. But people kinda get used to it now, so it's not effective anymore, you know? Yeah, JD football is therapy. Maypen in the Clarendon jungle. Big up yourself. Dr. Ear says, it was not a penalty. He made a good call. I thought so, but Jason Guna did not think so. All right. And YouTube LA Lewis have me a dead. Yeah, man, I me have the name, man. I me have the personality, you know. Why do you think people watch me? Well, if so, you would said the ref had a good game. Issa, why you not calling Issa? Every day, every stream you come for war with me. Every stream you come for war with me, Issa. So why you not just calling? Let me see if him calling. Cause him always a war in the chat, you know. It's like every stream him just come here for war. Why you not just calling, Issa? Yeah, so you just there work. And you just a war. Tennessee, big of yourself. Tennessee said, JD, where is Africans? Why every time Canada team look weak, Africans disappear, boy? No, let me not tell any lies on Africans. We should have done a Concacaf, what you call it, Concacaf Council. But because I had some problems and Sean Bass have some problems, we have to make sure Sean Bass okay, you know, some serious things. That's why. So once I can't make it, it's hard for me to put the show on, you know? Yeah. Panama beat Costa Rica 1-0. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah. Chauvin says, I never said he had a bad match, but a lot of people said the ref was a thief. Okay. But I said the ref was good. I said the ref had balls, you know? The ref had balls, you know? Clear the screen. What screen? What? Okay, what screen? No, we are doing other things, you know. But one thing about these strats, you know, you guys take it all all away, you know, from what I had planned here. Now I have a full stream to do separate from this in the back because I have not done anything. Issa said you have lady tendencies as well, JD. Disrespectful. Okay. I don't know when Issa told me that. I missed that comment, you know. Julie said, my gunman slash wicked man kill a friend, JD. No, no, man, a gunman, but me not gonna make nobody can just bad me up, you know. In a word away. Devon Porter, big up yourself. And JD, Canada team, weak. They are in problems. You know, guys, we need to burn out Devon, you know. Devon over Canada, you know. I'm up him out, him out there, you know, a bad man in Canada, you know. Devon, yeah, they are Canada. You use them system for educate yourself on football and everything. And why you still a bad man in Canada? Why not go back to Jamaica, Devon? Go back to Devon. Go back to Devon, go back to Jamaica. You keep on fighting against Canada every time. Guys, a 3 years, me and Devon, yes, I fight him a fight against Canada, and me a support Canada. You know? Canada make Devon ball a lot of times. You know? Guys, Devon had it say Canada not reaching nowhere, and Canada end up winning the entire thing. Any news about Greenwood? I'm playing for JA. I don't know, you know. I don't know. I heard people told me that you have 50 people on the list or 5 people on the list and 10 people. But I try to avoid those things. The mans them that's running around in people DM on the internet trying to get them to play for Jamaica and them stuff there. Them can do talk on that big boss Dexter. But once I get the information, I will give it to you. But I don't know about that. Devon supposed to be one of the persons that always have understanding with the players them. So he should be able to tell you, you know, but I don't know, and I just stay to what's going on, you know. JD, I live in Canada, but I am a Jamaican. But I'm just saying, I never said you are not a Jamaican, you know. I've said I never said you're not a Jamaican, but I always want to put down Canada. What Canada will make guys clip Devon here now. Clip Devon here now. Clip Devon here, and you're gonna see what happened. Clip Devon here. When Canada goes through, you're gonna hear Devon. You're gonna hear Devon. Yeah, man, Dexter. Massive respect, man. Thanks for the continuous support. Yes, man. It all depends if England turned their back on Greenwood. That's what Darren says. I think the incident that took place, the incident that took place, the incident that took place, the incident that took place with at the Euros. I thought that changed a lot. I thought that changed a lot, you know. YouTube does better recruiting and scouting than the JFF. Yeah, yeah. I am not 100% sure if it's YouTube, you know, because most of the people I'm talking, they weren't the ones doing the thing. It was Devon. Devon is not a YouTuber, so YouTube can't take credit for something that they don't do. Devon would have to take credit for that, you know. And then and now you have to give it to the coach to take his credit. So it was Devon and the coach, to be honest, all along. So we have to give them their credit. You get me? So I don't even think YouTube deserve any credit for it. I think YouTube is just to promote the thing so it can get further. But YouTube don't deserve any credit. Devon deserve his credit. And I think he should have gotten compensated, you know, at least with a seat in America so he could watch the games then properly, you know, because he did a good job, try to get as much of these people in. Yeah, but that's fair. So we have to give Devon him credit, you know. Devon always reach out to people. Devon was the one Ivan Tony talked about, says Devon reached out to him. So it proved that Devon was doing work a long time, yeah. But Devon never reached back out to him. As what Ivan Tony said, you know, they never came back out, and now Ivan Tony is in commitment. No, not commitment. What? English prison. You know, he's in English prison at this point. Get one cap and then out here balling that they kind of sabotaged him not playing in the World Cup because they brought out the case exactly at the World Cup. But them never tell you. Them tell you. You should have just come and play for Jamaica. You know. But maybe Devon never handled the situation properly. Maybe we don't know the full story. Maybe Devon never handled it properly. So maybe that's one of the cases that we beat Devon for, you know, because Devon made the big star player now play for Jamaica, you know. JD, we are trying to help. Yes, I told them that you were the one dealing with that case, but now they have pushed you back a little, you know. They never gave you the full-time job. You should have easily well gotten the full-time job. I think if Reggae Boyz win this Gold Cup, Mason Greenwood might reconsider his stance on Jamaica. Not so accurate, Devon. It's not me said so, you know. It's the player said so, you know. And I sent you the facts and what the player said, you know. The player said nobody reached out back to him, you know. So okay, oh, you're saying not so accurate as how they pushed you further. Okay, all right. Well, I'm hoping that you are having a good job going on for you. All right. JD, when you move into Germany, when I move into Germany, Kenil, where that come from? Ivan and his agent is to be blamed. Okay, so Ivan a blame Devon and Devon a blame Ivan. So Ivan a blame Devon and Devon a blame. So Dexter Baker, you see how it goes now. You see how it goes now, Devon. You Dexter Baker, you see how it goes now. One blaming one and one blaming one. So Ivan a blame Devon for not reaching out back and stuff and keep the connection line properly and sell the plan to them and everything, you know. Yes, I think we have to blame Devon and Ivan at the same time. So both of them should be blamed, you know? And that sounds like some hurricane thing. Oh my God. Man, move along with the content, okay? Where where these people? Oh my God! Oh, so much warboard coming in the chat today. Bailey would have get benched if Greenwood. So you want me to move along with the content, and you over here talk about Bailey that get benched if Greenwood comes. So look what you want me to talk about. I think you're at the wrong damn channel. I think you're at the wrong damn channel. Maximum Vivo. Alright? You're at the wrong damn channel because you tell me to move on with the content and what you want me to talk about is to make more Jamaican people hate me. You are talking about something in the future that I'm not sure I actually come and then me for take 8 beaten for it. Man, maximum. Just go on by business, yeah, man. Massive respect next Jamaica. Thanks, Amelia. I Revive said, JD, quick summary of Jamaica's performance in the CAC tournament. I'm glad that you brought it up. Why nobody talk about the CAC tournament? I clicked on it and I typed in Jamaica versus Costa Rica. Not even dog talking about it. I never knew that the game played. I did a match on it. I did a post a watch along on it. I thought that I saw some positives and definitely some negatives. The game ended 6-0 to Costa Rica, and Costa Rica was better from the first second of the ball. The first second, the man them create around 15 chances in 5 seconds. You get me? Yes, but I still saw some things. What I saw positives, as positives over the two games, is that they are trying to pass the ball up from the back. Okay, but okay, you me tell you him woulda get bench. Me not ask. Me I tell you, okay, but that's what I'm saying. You're inciting drama, and you know the Jamaican fans these. It's gonna start a World War 50. You get me? Everybody talk about press conference. Shake my head. Okay. And JD, them drink spicy Saturday soup today. That's why them a war. Yes, man. He ain't wrong. But Umzo, I don't care if he's wrong or right. He's saying I should move on with the content. But he was telling me about something, and if I read his comment, it would have incite more violence from those individuals that can't comprehend properly. And it comes to fight. You get me? What does the sixth love means? Omar Folin. That was the score. I don't think it meant anything. It meant that Costa Rica pool is still deep, and we should stop take them for a fool. You get me? Costa Rica pool is still deep, and we should stop taking other countries them for a fool. They play quality football, educated football, very much educated. Their entire country play the same style, and they keep on rolling over the conveyor belt, and it looks promising. Jamaica had no chance on planet Earth to beat that team yesterday. Not one. Not one. Not zero chance. I said it. Go back on my video. I said it 4 minutes in. The number 7 got 3 chances to put a solid cross in to the back post or to the first post, and he kicks it high. And I'm saying, Jason, we in one world of trouble, because it's 3 times you got through 2/3 very much easily. And it's the same player did it 3 times in 4 minutes. Imagine you have 3 take-ons in 4 minutes and you're successful on all of them. That's the spell for trouble for the rest of the game. Yeah, man, text her. We're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. That's how. Yeah. Them must get 6 if them left the best young talent upper Phoenix. All right. So name all those talents that I've missed out that would have made Jamaican get 6 yesterday. Football Hero Jamaican. You should change the name to Football Hero Phoenix Academy. Kenil Richard said it's a problem when they start beating Jamaica. All right. Let we move on now, because Maximum says we should move along. All right. So we had other things on our thing, on our bidding, and we were not going over certain time. So we tried to do the start in 11. That's where we wanted to go. So Maximum, since you wanted to move on, what you could do now, you conjure up your start in 11 and give me the reasons why you would do so. All right. JD, why you had to counter what I was saying? No, I just no, I know every day you come and fight with me, and I have to channel my comedic side so we can always fight, because you guys come to fight, so I have to be ready. That's all. I Revive said, JD, does the future of Jamaican youth football seems bleak? No, I think it's better than before. I think it's better than before. The problem is these other teams were just always good, and they are still good. You understand me? But Jamaica football is better than before. The Kingston Academy, Phoenix Academy, definitely Mount Pleasant. You saw them proving fruitful in the Manning Cup and stuff. I saw a lot of quality players, you know. So I do think it's better now than before, but it's not on the same level. You can be better now, but still not comparable to the other countries, them. You get me? So you can be better than before because you're comparing yourself to where you were before. You get me? JD, them baller Upper Phoenix that are facts. I saw the same ballers them football hero played Manning Cup. And they almost got beaten by the Camperdown team with one big forward because of their system that they were playing. And when they went up against all the big bad teams, they got embarrassed in all of the games. Every damn one of the games, they got embarrassed. So I don't know where we're coming from when we're putting one set of people over the other football era, and that is my problem, because I am just always gonna give you the facts, and it's not gonna match up. So on the Manning Cup, what CC did to all of these teams, Costa Rica is like 15 times better than CC yesterday. Go and watch the game yourself. So they never had a chance. Football year, they never had a chance, man. They never had a chance to beat them. Believe me. They would have slaughtered Phoenix a good 7-8-0. You get me? Because you have Premier League JPL ballers on the field as well. You had Webster on the field. You had my boy the number 7, Joshan Anglin on the field as an ex-Premier League player. You have Krista J. Daly on the field as an ex-Premier League player, even though he's young, but he's still a Premier League player. Alan on the field. Then you have our boy which is Tyler Roberts. Then you have Clover, which is from Leicester City, on the field. Then you have George, which is from England as well. So you had a lot of people on the field. And some of them are some of Jamaica's brightest talents. So I think we have to just give Costa Rica credit and look at that and learn from, keep majority of the players them and keep on rolling it over. You get me? Don't throw away them because you lost the game, but just keep on building on it. Go to every tournament, and that's how we're going to improve the football. You understand me? That's how we're going to improve the football, Dr. Ewer. So it's not about anything to do with one place. Only change is I would make in my starting 11 is to start Boza over Gray. Bowser over Gray. Let me see how that would have looked. And you would have changed the formation as well. Maximum Vivo. Let me know. Jamaican Era says, everything you talk about JPL, when you go understand, say them not good. Okay, you not learn. Not even from evidence. Craig Butler, them elite Daniel Mitchell. What is Daniel Mitchell doing now? Where is he playing? Where is he playing football hero? Is he just at Craig Butler's Phoenix? Or he's playing for actual club or something? What is he doing? Let me know. Let me know. Because I would love to watch them and see how they're progressing. As to the other players them that you said is not good, which I don't believe that because I'm seeing them. I think Webster is a good player. I saw him on the Concacaf level. I saw him here. I saw him in the Premier League. I think Krista J. Daly, I think he's as good as anybody I saw in Phoenix. He's as good as anybody I saw in Phoenix now. Krista J. Daly. I think he's as good as anybody I saw in Phoenix now. I'm saying that. So let me see how this youth career goes. Alright? Yes. Let me stop disrespect the rest of Jamaica's kids, guys. Alright? They have some good players. Krista J. Daly is young. And he has been around at high level football way higher than the Manning Cup than all the other players that we talked about in Phoenix. than all the other players them. But and you're saying he's not good. Come on, man. I think if he plays in the Manning Cup, he would have done the same thing, if not better than most of the Phoenix players them. So give them some. They are all Jamaican kids, man. Let we avoid the club places them and just give Jamaican kids. I am pointing out some talented players that I saw, and they're all Jamaican. So let me give them some credit. Uh, okay. They were trying. To make him play for Mona. Okay, Krista J. Daly, they were trying to make him play for Mona. Okay, you see it? And I said he's a very good player. You see it? So just as I said it, Richie said they were trying to make him play for Mona. See, so that means I'm accurate to what I'm saying. So the guy, come on, man. We have some good players aside from Phoenix. We have good players, man. You get me? Question: do you think he had this performance for Mona, we would gotten the same result? What Krista J Daly? If he comes in, man, if he comes in as an attacking midfielder in Mona system, and maybe Mr. Butler had to change his system overall, change his formation overall, to fit him in, and I think he would have offered something different. Maybe he wouldn't have Daniel Mitchell going up front, because he would have been there to supply the actual forwards and the wide player, that wide guy player, and he scored some very good goal. I like that kid. I hope he plays some football. I forgot his name, man. He scored he won the first goal of the week in the Manning Cup. Big boss, Richie, you can't tell me name. You can't tell me name. Oh, Whisper. You're talking about Whisper. Oh, God. I'm talking about Krista J. Daly. Jesus, God. Richie, what? Zane Pinnock. Yes, Zane Pinnock. Zane Pinnock. Thank you. Roger 876. Zane Pinnock. Zane Pinnock, the name. Yeah. Zane Pinnock. So, yeah. That guy, he played well in that game. Yeah, that was a rotted goal, you know. Yeah, man. So we were watching the Manning Cup, man. The Manning Cup was fire, you know. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And K Garden number 7. Yes, K Garden was the next one as well. Yeah, very good players there, man. Yeah, very good players. Marlon Nelson said Daly was at FC Copa before he got injured. Okay, thank you, Marlon. See, so the youth a good player. I just saw him. I never knew his backstory, but he's a good player. You know, I never knew his backstory. JD, we are talking about Gold Cup, or we are talking about schoolboy foot. you, you know, you know what I can't stand. You know what I can't stand. They built a stigma of me not liking Jamaican born players, and every time I'm talking about Jamaican born players, they bash me to come off the topic. So you would have known that I'm actually checking out players. Oh my God. I am telling you. I am telling you, people. I am telling you. Anthony Rogers, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. You never won no bet against me. Brain Drain said Whisper had one of the best performance we have ever seen in SBF. That game against CC was a masterpiece. Plus, he gave Calabar a beating twice. You see, the brain drain, you remember when I was covering Whisper and the Calabar performance, and everyone said, JD, come on for the schoolboy name. Why are you even do schoolboy football? Where you not go? And look at it now. The whole them say, I me hate the player. Boy, me I tell you, them wicked, you know, man. Them people only run down hype, you know, and clicks, you know. Me I tell you. Embarrassing. Manning Cup is gonna be even bigger this year. Yes, man, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it. You're gonna try to shut down my channel again, you know? Because my burn down the building with the Manning Cup videos there, you know? Yeah, man. You just ate Phoenix and Craig cause you know Daly. But yeah, I don't know football era. I don't know Daly. The only thing he has is my last name. I don't know him. I don't know him. All right. All right, let me go into who will start because this man a beat me up, you know. Let me do the starting level. All right, my God, man, guys, come on, man. We are talking about the entire Jamaica setup and everything. We collect information right through it, so sometimes it's good to talk about it, so at least people can see that we don't eat local born players, and it's just a myth for hungry belly people to keep on making money off the back of the kids them heads, you know. Yes, JD means Jack Daly. Yes, of all the videos you put up, Whisper doing damage to Calabar, yes. And nobody gave me credit. They bashed me and said I ate Whisper, but I was the only one picking it and they were burning me out. You have to give Butler credit. Yes, some of his players of Anmona are not at the level for U23, but at least three of them should have been. So, but Raji, you know why I can't say anything? You know why I can't say? The last time I heard that they called the players them, him never sent his players them. You understand me? And then so I don't know if it's the same thing happened. So if it becomes a thing, we will have to ask the JFF if they had called these players them what really happened, you know? But I don't know. Um, Evan Williams, he was on loan, okay, and okay. And then Dima J said Wispan any 10. All right, wow. All right, finally Maximum Vivo. Jesus God. So Maximum Vivo, it's going to stay the same way as what I all right, 10 and 11. All right, put 11 right here. So the number 9 can be up here. So this is how it's going to stay, Big Boss. Think they're going to work with it just the same because normally you have the two right and left midfielders that one would naturally join the attack to kind of do it. If one is pressing, he either comes in the space or come behind and one come over to overload, and then the pitch would they would try to squeeze the pitch in. You understand me? So for me, the only problem we have, Damian Lowe will be out. Taxi looks like he's not 100% fit. Amari Bell looked like he had an injury according to what the coach said. So that now you might see some not necessarily conversion because Latibodier can be a everything. Latibody can play everywhere. So now you will see Deshaun Bernard, Mariapa, and if they want to rest both Taxi and Amari Bell to see if they can get fit enough to the level, and Lambakisa. So that's where you could see some chopping and change. In the wing back areas, you might see you will see some chopping and changing in the wing back areas to get people rest time to get up to the level or recovery or to get back up to the level after coming from an injury. So maybe you see Taxi switch for Amari Bell, or you see Latibodier go and play left back, and Lambakisa go and play right back, and they start with Mariapa and Deshaun Bernard with Blake in goal at the start. In midfield now, if you have Latibodier goes there, you would have Lambert still stays in, and I want to say that based on what I saw them doing, they might just go with DJ than John Russell, because you would have the person there to actually put some tacklers in. So I think DJ could be the one that dictate the play and try to break down a low block team, because obviously I think St. Kitts will have no choice other than to try cave in, to be honest. You get me? Yes. And then you will have Leon Bailey and Mikel Antonio up front. You will have wide Bobby Reed and Damari Gray back in the team. So the two changes that I think will happen would be more the left back and the one in midfield, because of the problem we have at the left back at this point and the injury, no, the suspension for Low. So that could mean you can inject a few more players that never really got enough time. So after half time, you evaluate the situation. If United States are win 3-0, it makes no sense to go back out and try to score 6 more goals. Then they start make exchange to rest the players. I think that's going to be the approach. One half of football with the best players, and then after that you start trying to, if United States blow away Trinidad 3-0 at halftime, then you just start moving. You get me? Um. Okay. Start Boyce Clark and rest Blake. Maybe that's an option as well. Donovan Kirkwood says, "Hey JD, do you have already the full roster of matches of all the?" No, Kirkwood. I don't have them. If you have it, send it to me, please. Yeah. Right. Yes. So that's what I'm seeing. Let me try and fill the names I'm in. I think Andre Blake will start back, because remember you have to work on a few things, and you don't want to only use him in the games them that you need him most. Bell comes back in. Then you have Deshaun, Bernard. Then you have right here Mariappa. Then you have Lembekisa. And you have Lambert. Lambert looking a big club after this, you know. And then Daniel Johnson in it. And then you have Bobby Reed. Reed with Damari Gray. You have Leon Bailey with Antonio. And that is how it look at the start. Let me pull it up right here so people can see it on the screen. So this is what we expect to be the starting 11. All right. Yes, this is what we expect to be the starting 11. We don't have Latibody here on the field. Oh no. That ain't happening. That ain't happening. If Bell comes back, let we put Latibody right here. So we can change it. Latibody here. Joel L. Alright, so this is it. So let me take out Daniel Johnson for now and put Joel. And then if Bell is not fully fit, then you put Latibody here over the left hand side, and then you put in Daniel Johnson. But that's how it's going to work. Alright. Guys, make sure to smash the like button. I haven't checked how much likes the video is on. Yes, we said 51. We saw 51 so far. Let me check now, because we are here. Okay, we are 193. Yeah, man. So let me bump it up to 250 now, guys. 250 and the like pool at this point. All right. Yeah, so let me get some likes on the video. If you are new, definitely subscribe as well. We definitely appreciate it. Yes, sorry about the outburst, but sometimes you have to intelligently dissect some of these people. You get me? Because they have ulterior motives, you know. So we have to trap them up. So sorry that you had to see that, but we block them so they won't be on this channel anymore. You get me? So you won't see that problem anymore. But this is a decent channel. We are trying to strive for good things. We try to educate ourselves so we can bring more accurate information to you every time. Because we set standard, because where we live is it's places of standard. So we try to bring ourselves the same way as the places that we're in. All right? Yes. So we don't act like we know everything, but in order for we to have a job as to what we're doing in YouTube, we have to come with the accurate information. You get me? So it's standard to know what you're talking on. If you understand where I'm coming from. In the real world, it's standard to know what you're talking on, rather than to ramble. Yeah. Textra said, in goal, Blake, Bell, Mariappa, Bernard, Brown. Okay, you would go back with Brown. Midfield, Gray, Joel, Reed, JJ, up top, Bailey, and Antonio. All right. Rajay said, we should give Antonio, Gray, Reed, Lambert a rest for the next game. So, Rajay, so with that said, you think that we can take out all of those players and just inject new players and score 6 goals? So answer that, Rajay, 876, and then you have your answer. Because the problem what you're not realizing, remember, and remember, we still can come possible first, guys. You can't just slip off it when you're going to play the worst team, statistical worst team in the actual group, and don't go for it. I think you have to go for it. Get some confidence for the guys them. You get me? You have to get some confidence for the guys them naturally. All right. So you have to go for it. And as what Umza said, we ain't scoring 6 goals. With those players, which are the main players first. So we ain't scoring 6 goals after. That's what Umza saying. We don't need 6 goals. We can win the game without them. But Rajay, if you want to come first, Rajay, listen to what I'm saying. Look, mathematics. If United States win the game, they have to score a goal to win the game, right? So that makes we 1 goal United States score, we need 5 goals. Rajay, if you don't know, that's why we give you the information. So if they score 1, we need 5 goals in order to win, because on the head-to-head we have behavior problems, or they said fair play, which is cards. So we have that way ahead of them, so we can't win on that. So we only have to beat them on goal difference. You understand me? Yes. So just look at it now. Look at it now. It's facts. So if they're, and more likely, if United States will win the game, they're not going to win 1-0. They are going to win over 2. And over 2 would require just 6 goals to score. If they score 2, we have to score 6. If they score 3, we have to score 7. You understand me? So but we are gonna get the answer soon. We are gonna get the answer soon. Keisha said, JD, just tell him goal difference matters. No, I'm giving him the mathematics on the screen, how it works, and the tiebreakers, right? It's below, it's telling you in the event of a tie, what matters. All right, so that's why we are going to need, we have to blow them out the water. We have to blow them out the water in order to it comes first. So the question I have to ask you right behind that now, is it worth it to come first then? And I thought that it's worth it, I thought that it's worth it. But if the coach does not believe that it's worth it and he can take any team, then go out, rotate the squad to get more rest. But really and truly, how much rest you need? You have 4 days between, you have 3 days between games. 3 days between games, and you're going to have 5 days between the next game. So how much rest you do need? When you said you need chemistry, you get me? So when we're talking, we have to be careful how we evaluate things, because the man says he needs chemistry and he needs his best players on the field, but yet still we need to just pick more players because we want to see other players. That's not going to improve the chemistry for the players that he's going to choose in the trying times. You understand me? So I think by every metric, he's going to start most of these people. By every metrics on planet Earth, he's going to start most of these people. Most. You understand me? Because it makes sense as to everything that he had said before. You get me? Obviously, it looks like a steep task if USA is to win this game for we to come first. It's a steep task. That is true. You get me? But that's not the only thing we are going after. We are going after chemistry as well, so we can see a light at the tunnel, that rather than throwing on other players and then the next players them stay on the bench and then don't get the chemistry that they need to go at other level. You understand me? Yes, so we have to be very much mindful as to how we evaluate these things. I think we're going to see some of the best players on the field, up to 9 of them on the field, just the same. If when we put everything in context. So regardless of if we get the goals amount, we still have to go with the strongest one. What's the difference between? I don't know, Pagan. I don't even know what you meant there. You know? Football vision. You need to text me with the 80 information today. I need to build a separate video on that because I completely missed it, you know. All right. Yes, so this is what I would have started as my first team, and then players that you would make the changes for players that you want to look at. Clearly, the coach would want to look at. He looked at Corey Burke, he looked at Shamar Nicholson, looked at Lambakisa and Brown rotation. He looked at Taxi so far. Deshaun Bernard gets his start. Mariappa gets his play. So I think the players them that he would have wanted to look at this point: John Russell, Whisper, because Whisper got only 13 minutes, 8 minutes normal time, 5 minutes extra time. So 13 minutes he got. So Whisper, John Russell, Clark, Waite, um, Clark Waite and Daniel Johnson. Daniel Johnson haven't gotten enough game time for me. So those are the players on the books that you want to look at to see what they can really offer to the system. So I think Whisper could get more game time in this one based on him wanting to see, or you could trust him. Here the Girlz won 5-0 against Malta. All right, all right. I will try. I will finish this stream and go and see what I can do as to the 80 game. All right. Send me a link on Football Vision on Twitter or Instagram so I can go and watch it. Okay, JD, I got my question in. Okay, okay, so it finishes. Let me know if it finishes. Let me see on the internet. All right, so people. So people, so the press conference finishes, Jason? Let me know. And then what I would do, I think I'm gonna just yeah, I'm gonna just do a separate video on that. No, I would just put a press conference. I won't return back, you know. I won't return back. I will leave it alone. Brinjin says 1 goal every 30 minutes. Okay, okay, okay. Then I will get it posted separate when it comes out, all right? Okay. So we will get it when it comes out, and we will definitely post it, people. All right. We have half an hour to go, so give your questions in. All right. Give your questions in. Jason Guna, you see that the question is not as simple as you think. Lawford, you want the coach to tell us his changes. He won't do that. Okay, okay. So what are you? Should we go to the press conference, guys? Let me know. Let me know. Let me see if it's on. It's already on because normally people would. Okay, it's on. Angus already did his on that place. Let me see press conference because I know it might be out. All right, let me see who posted it as yet. Let me see if Reggae Comment you posted. Normally people would have recorded it and sent it to me before I do get the official copy. But let me see. All right, so okay, 3 minutes. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna go through it right here. And then let me see if I can get it up and running. Yes, so let me see if I can get it up and running for you. I get my sound up to see if it works. I'm not hearing properly here. All right, let me see. I am not hearing. Are you hearing? Let me know. No, I'm not hearing. I'm not hearing anything at all. I'm not hearing. So what I will do, um, I'm not hearing. So what I will do, I will get the official one. You're hearing it loud and clear? Okay, no. I was trying to play it because I saw it posted here, but looks like no sound is on this one. Alright, let me try it again. In Chicago, 4 minute walk into a half. Okay, this is not clear. This is not clear. And yeah, stadiums is. This is not clear. I'm not hearing Daniel Johnson. Yes, so. Said, now you have to go for the second half. Yes, this is not clear. What I was planning to say, so, but it's we adjust and. Yeah, this is not clear. Let me just wait until the proper one comes out. Yeah, because this don't make it much sense. So let me leave that alone. Yeah, it's not changed. It's not clear at all. It doesn't sound good at all. So let me leave that alone, guys. Let me leave that alone, and we'll just wait on the proper copy to come out. From Simon. Simon will send the proper copy. We remember we just want to get the information out. We don't necessarily want anything extra. So it will be there. It will be there when the time comes. All right. Yes. So Jason, that was actually the sound quality. No, I don't think so. That I was playing it off YouTube, so I don't think that's actually sound quality. Let me get the proper copy first, and then we'll put it out. All right. So Jason, well, call in Jason. Give you a fast breakdown as to what you learn. Then we can shut it off, and then we can bring out the next one. Because we're not going to do anything on top of that tonight. So call in. So, Jason, why you not just call in and tell me, do the 10 minutes, tell me exactly what happened, tell the people exactly what happened, and we just move on, big man. Because I am pretty much done with the show. Hello, Jason, you hear me? Okay, so that means is the setup of the problem then? All right, and everyone should be able to hear you. So what you said happened in the press conference as to what the coach saying.
Yeah, so the press conference was planned. They opened the floor for them to talk first, and basically he just said, they don't really know going into this last game who they would face. So his main objective is to win the game and get through, not really caring about first or second, because they could they could play for one thing and then we don't know what happens in the group that we're gonna face. So he's going to take a measured approach, but him and DJ both said that the main objective is to just win. My actual question, I asked DJ about, I said from the outside looking in, it appears that the professionalism has improved in camp, and I asked him if that's something that the players themselves have noticed as well from inside the camp. And basically, DJ's answer to that was, to be totally honest, the players don't really concern themselves with that type of stuff that they can't control. And really and truly, they just play the football. So he basically was not putting any stock in how professional the thing is run or anything of that nature. And his main objective is just the football, and that's how the team feels as well. which I thought was a surprising answer, but was a good answer, I thought. And then the host cut me off. I told him I had one for the coach as well, so he called on me again. And basically, I asked the coach, coming into the tournament, he said that you want to make sure that the players can get through all this.
With the limited amount of changes that you made to the team in the first 2 games, can we expect you to ring in the changes for the 3rd game? And basically, he said, we can expect anything from him, right? And he gave a smile and laughed and just basically said, you can expect anything from me. So it might be full changes, it might be the same team, but of course I will not say that in the press conference. And he kind of laughed. So those were my 2 questions, and that's what I asked him today. But I thought that today's press conference, like, you could see the difference.
The relief.
They weren't as hard hitting questions today as in the last one with Bailey. But even still, I thought just the way that Daniel Johnson handled the questions, even though they weren't as hard, you could see that he maybe does more press conferences on a more regular basis, because he was just way more measured in his responses, like very mindful not to incite anything, just very calm, controlled. So that's something that I think some of our other players can look at and take as an example.
Okay. So you think that everything got sorted, like they look pretty much relieved that they got the first win and they're in a good commanding position at this point?
Yeah, I think you could see they're in a much better frame of mind, both the coach and DJ, and you could see, and you could even tell from the last game when he did the initial press conference after the game, when he said, if you look at my record, I have never lost a competitive game. So I think the coach is feeling like, okay, finally, maybe people will start to see that I can be the man to lead us forward. And he just looked way more relaxed in this press conference. So, part of it was obviously we just won a game, so the questions weren't as hard hitting. But I think another part of it is just the man just needed to win a damn game. And you could see the relief and just the different approach that they had to the press conference today compared to the one before the Trinidad match.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Yeah, that's all I want. Yeah.
But to be totally honest, JD, I don't believe that any copy you get is gonna sound any better. There was like a muffled monster voice changing sound effect on everybody's voice. They tried to fix it a little bit like halfway through, but it always sounded a little off. So don't be surprised if whenever you get an actual copy, it sounds very similar. The beginning, the sound was really weird.
Okay. All right, fair enough. So guys, we are going to be waiting on the copy here. I'm going to do a few more things. Thanks yet again. Hope you guys smash the like button on your way out. Yeah, we did our time. Tomorrow we might give you a next one. We will try gather everything and put out on the channel for you. So just wait along. Massive respect, Jason, for calling in. Yeah, man. So people, smash the like button, leave your thoughts in the comment section, share and subscribe. All right, peace out. See you guys.